Over the past couple of weeks, we took a look at how much power an espresso machine uses and whether it's better to leave it on all the time or turn it off when not in use. Hey espresso lovers, Marc here from WholeLatteLove.com. As a follow-up to those videos, I promised to take a look at a timer that can have your machine all heated up and ready to go when you are. Now, in a minute, I'll tell you about my favorite. But if you have one you're using, use those comments and tell everyone about your experience. So, the criteria I used to select my timer, first, those old school timers were out. I wanted one that allows me to control my machine from anywhere. So I could turn it on when away from the office and it would be ready for me when I got there. It also had to run multiple schedules in a day with schedules that were adjustable by days of the week. I wanted a timer that's widely available and made by a well-known brand. It had to be rated to handle the power requirements of a typical prosumer-level dual boiler machine. I wanted one that worked with both Android and iOS devices, as well as systems like Google Home and Assistant and Amazon's Echo. And finally, it had to be really easy to use and reasonably priced. The winner for me was the Wemo Switch from Belkin. I've been using it with my Profitect Pro 700 for about a week now and could not be happier. I have it turn on my machine about an hour before I'm ready to use it in the morning and then turn it off a few hours later. Setup was straightforward. Download the free Wemo app to my phone, plug in the switch, and select the switch's temporary Wi-Fi network on my phone. Open the Wemo app where you can take a picture of the device if you want for reference and give it a name. After that, enter the password for the Wi-Fi network, and that's pretty much it. Now, within the app, you can turn the machine on or off from anywhere you have a Wi-Fi or cellular connection. Tap the rules icon and you can set up multiple schedules by time and day of the week. In my example, I have it set to turn on weekdays from 6 to 8:30 a.m. and weekends from 7 to 10 a.m. If you turn the machine on manually through the app or button on the switch, you can use an auto-off timer to automatically turn it off after a certain amount of time. One thing I was not able to do was enable the auto-off timer when I had a schedule enabled. So, what did I like about the switch? Well, it's from a well-known brand and seems to be the most popular Wi-Fi switch available. The setup and the app were very easy to use. Here's the instructions that came in the box, and really all you need to get started short of the password for your home Wi-Fi network. But if you want more info, it's all easily accessible from within the app. There's a manual switch on the outlet, so you can turn it on without using a device if you want to. Now, I was pleasantly surprised to find that when turned on manually, it still followed the auto turn-off rule I had set in the app. And even cooler, if your Wi-Fi network goes down, the switch still follows any enabled schedules or auto-off rules. In my research, there was some user confusion as to whether the switch would still work without Wi-Fi, but in my testing, it did. Even if there was no power to the Wi-Fi network, it still turned the switch on and off at scheduled times. Now, one word of caution, there are some machines out there that may exceed the 15 amp, 1800 watt power rating of the switch. So, if you're unsure of the power requirements of your machine, I'd advise consulting a professional before using a switch like this. That's the Wemo Wi-Fi switch. It's widely available for about $35 to $40 online or at most home stores. Again, if you've got some comments, leave them below. I'm Marc. Thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe to our channel and come back soon for more of the good stuff on everything coffee, brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.
Hey, why not subscribe now for easy free access to more videos on everything coffee, brought to you by WholeLatteLove.com.